Okay, so yesterday I went over how to change your admin username from the default admin to something a little bit stronger to help protect against brute force attacks. So another way to even further secure your website is to change the admin login URL altogether to something other than the default. So if we navigate to our site, this is our test site here. And right now, all hackers know that you can probably log in by just going here. And you get this login screen. So what I'm going to show you how to do today is to actually change this URL up here so that a script or an automated program probably wouldn't be able to just guess your backend login URL. So we'll log in. And the best way to go about this, and probably the easiest, is to install this great plugin called Better WP Security. You'll see it's a 5-star plugin, version 3.5. It's compatible with WordPress 3.0 and above. And so we'll just hit this install now. We'll say OK. We'll activate the plugin. We'll come down here and we'll go into our settings. So it's always a good idea, especially if the plugin is telling you beforehand to create a database backup. So just go ahead and click that, and that way, in case you change something that disrupts your site, you have a backup, and it's emailed to you right away. So our backup's done. It's in my email inbox now. And then just click this Secure My Site from Basic Attacks. And you'll get this great list right here of everything that could be wrong and could be improved upon in terms of securing your website. And you'll see that when I logged in, I used admin for the username. That's exactly what I went over in the videos yesterday, how to change that you're not using it. I will actually just, when I finish this tutorial, delete that admin user. So that's not really an issue, but anything in red is something that you're definitely going to want to secure pretty quickly. So right now, for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to be changing the admin area URL. So that's number 11, and if you click here, you'll get this notification that in order to change that URL, you actually need to activate the WordPress permalinks feature. This is probably a good thing to do anyways because it will help with your SEO optimization. So if we click that, it'll bring us into the settings permalink menu. And probably the best default choice would be post name, because this will change your permalinks and your URLs to include the post name versus this, p equals some random number. So we'll hit Save Changes, and we'll come back into our plugins, go back into our settings, back to number 11, and now it's ready to change that admin URL. So we're going to click Enable Hide Backend, and we can change the login slug, the register slug, the admin slug. Obviously, whatever you put in here is going to change the URL for these three things. So we're going to go over how to change the login slug and the admin slug. I actually have this site set up so that people can't register, so it doesn't really matter what happens here. So let's think of something. We'll do something like boss, and we'll make this like super boss. So we'll hit Save Changes, settings saved. We're going to log out, and let's just see what happens if we go back to, here's our test site, so everything's working fine. The old way that we logged in was like this. Oh, look what happens. We get a 404 error, page not found. So that's really what we were looking for. And we go to our /superboss. There you go. So we can log in again. We have the back end the same way it was before. So everything's working great, it seems. And this will just help further protect your site against those brute force attacks that are becoming so popular right now. So if you're still using the admin login like I just used, make sure you watch one of the other two videos that I posted the last couple days on how to change those, either manually or via a plugin. And as always, if you have any more security questions, comment on this video or send me an email at jason@esecuritypros.com, and I will be happy to help you out. Thanks a lot, and safe surfing.